All right, so this is day 8, and I had not a lot of sleep last night. So I'm gonna do this quickly and effectively. This is intro number version 2, basically. We'll see, might get better eventually, but I have to practice introducing the concept effectively to people. So let's just do that. So I haven't told anyone what I'm doing because what I'm risking at the moment. I'm risking everything. And so most likely, since I'm putting as little effort into these videos as possible, I hate making them. The likelihood of you or somebody seeing these will be very little, very tiny. Especially since I haven't started the marketing plan yet. Now, what's the purpose? What are we building? Well, the purpose is to save the world. I know that's very ambitious. But as I see it right now, nobody is doing it. Nobody is trying to. Now, what does saving the world mean? Is this greater context, right? Well, basically, we gotta first earn and make some money in order to have the leverage in order to make an impact. And now the way that I'm thinking about doing this is building one of the most advanced, or probably the most advanced AI tool in the world that will optimize every aspect of my life. And then I can enable other people, give other people access to it. There's some issues or some problems specifically about how much money it costs to run these systems. Particularly right now, the cost monthly is currently $10,000. Now it's sponsored by Microsoft and Google, but once those sponsorship money run out, there has to be a very high price point to support that. If I'm gonna give people access to it. So this is what we have to work our way through, basically. It's all the backend code. Now there's already 250,000 lines of code. There's 20 developers on the project in January, but things didn't go as planned. Now it's me. I've been building upon that since then, reaching a point where hopefully I can manage to put most of this together into an MVP, Strive AI, within the next 2 weeks, something that is marketable at least. And as you can see, there's a lot of specific aspects, right? The first focus is gonna be upon getting my AI assistant back up and running, who was always participating in everything I did. For now, we're just gonna call him Active AI. And these are all the dependencies that needs to be in place in order for him to work. Most of them are already working at an MVP stage. But we also have to make some architectural decisions, like I can implement him this week, but I'm running the risk of having to rebuild a lot of the code because of the way Attention AI and the transcription system works currently. And it's been a couple of weeks since I've been building the code, so there might be a lot more aspects that I'm overlooking. So, and that hangs over there. That's hanging over there. Now, we have some tough decisions we have to make today. Because yesterday I got some really bad news, or actually it was the day before yesterday. Basically it goes back to the bankruptcy aspect. Because as it is now, I'm gonna run out of money this month. Well, okay, that's a new aspect of having everything like that, huh? I guess it can be fixed by having magnets at the bottom as well. Liquidity is already, like, I think, I didn't check it today, but I think after the food order this week, we are now close to zero. I think 20 USD private company-wise, I think 1,000. Now I don't have the exact numbers. Usually prepare this. Today's the 6th, no, it's the 18th, right? 18th. So basically, I'll leave it there for now. We have to take this backup income stream and potentially these two. One is one we're also going to take this week. So, and there's this one as well. They have confirmed they're going to pay the invoice, but since they haven't paid it yet, I have to put pressure. Of course, it's already problematic to say, hey, when are you going to pay? Because it has, it appears with bad terms. Right? It's also why I don't share the project here, what we're doing with anyone. So the first thing we're going to put up for sale is laptops. Now this one here should give us $900 potentially, depending on how quickly I want it sold. It has to be sold before the end of the month. I'm thinking about putting some GPUs up, 3 GPUs. So, Titan. It's really good for AI related code. So let's let's just put it low and say 800. This one, let's just say 700. That will give us $1,500 extra. The backup income stream is 1,000. Actually sell. So that's gonna be 3,500. And the client invoice here. That would be 5,000. That should be enough for this month, though it still puts next month into negative, especially if we have get contacted by the tax authorities. But it should be enough for the next 2 weeks. Yeah. All right, I can't spend too much time on this, but this is for today. So here's the framework for this week. As you can say, we're dedicating a large block of work-related aspect to code, but there's still some company management that has to be taken up, primarily something like that. There's construction projects that still has to be finished in order to automate everything physically. The filming and the MSOPs still taking a significant chunk, and constantly the MSOPs takes longer. So I've been thinking about how I can motivate myself to be more engaged and faster in the morning. I have some plans for it, but we'll see. Here's the goals for week 2. I haven't created the blueprint or the code-related goals, but we have the general guidelines for this. In particular, I have to overcome my fear of publishing on Instagram and TikTok. So not only creating the account, but filming. So here's my commitments. I'm gonna commit to 100% of all videos being released at 7 a.m. from now on. And MSOPs, I want to 100% reach the 520 marker. And being in bed on time is very important in order to reach that one. Especially since I think today I had 4 or 5 hours of sleep, right? Makes everything slow. 4 short DIY videos. Routine goals. I think I should just put both of these in the same. But this is basically improving the already existing frameworks. But I think honestly it happens naturally. Oh, there's day 6. Nice. And so, yeah, these we're just going to save for now. This is code-related stuff. Here we have the new timeline framework. Magnets are from the prior one. That's where these come into play. Now each day is taking off 4 steps, right? You can tell this is something I made backlogged since I didn't do the planning for day 7. And then there's today. So we're currently here throughout the day, and so I'm going to start to measure how much time each section takes more than the original plan. And I'm going to put this one here just to illustrate, but I'm going to carry this one around. Cyclical hyperventilation would be nice to implement in maybe the recovery framework. Obviously the timeline has to improve. We take it as it comes. It's not going to be perfect first try of it. This goes from last week. This one is only half. This one's done. This one's done. This one is done, but it has to be remade. This one is not done. This one's done. This one's done. This one is done, except for the workout part. Now all of these are partially done. Okay, I know how they work now perfectly, but I haven't created the actual blueprints. This very vague, but I suppose this I've done. This no. This yes. I mean, no, it's not fair to say these are done. Strategy for MVP is done. Full feature set breakdown is done. Weekly plan is done. Channels, what's he now? It's done. Remove fingerprint. Online fingerprint. Daily updates. It's been done until now. Shared tracker, front, end. It's not done. Record video, 1. Yeah, that's true. The first video was hard. Create text, yeah, for the first video. Edit the first video, yeah. Do we need to bring any of this forward? We have taken care of that in the new weekly plan. Supplement set up 2. This is also taken care of. This one we're missing, so let's create one for that. I suppose it's going to take longer time than 60 minutes, so I will say 2 hours. All right. Now, it would be nice to have a weekly plan this big for every week, but it is inconvenient to have so big, or the pages being so big. And obviously I had one more day. So day 8 to finish this. Pretty good for first week, considering how many uncertainties there's been so far. Cyclical hyperventilation, I'm gonna add this. I have like a blueprint to-do list hanging on the wall here. Let's hang that. That's all. Now there was one thing I forgot to touch upon, but that's basically I will commit to the 100-day Save the World. save the world. And if this is the first time you're watching, if anybody's ever watching this, then the reason why I'm doing all of these videos in the first place at such a low quality is because I have a difficulty with like online exposure, particularly being vulnerable online in terms of the quality and the projects and committing to something big like Millionaire, Bankrupt in 2 months. As you can see, the primary purpose in my life is I wrote it down, I actually added it here. You must solve the daily goals. It's not your own future you're risking, but the future of the world. The world is so fucked right now, and there is no one that's really trying to solve it in a good, smart, logical way. The good guys is basically getting fucked, and since there's no one else, I'm going to build a tool that can definitely help the good guys or anyone. But it's gonna push myself more than I'm already doing. And hopefully I can become better at these things, which I guess I'm already a lot more comfortable in front of camera than I was last week. So it's a big step forward. All right, take care.